Emily had been awake for what felt like days. Baby Ethan was only 3 months old, but colic had turned every night into endless crying. Her husband, Michael, worked night shifts at the factory, leaving her alone, exhausted and overwhelmed. Their pitbull, Max, had always been gentle, a massive, soft-hearted dog who acted more like a teddy bear than a guard dog. When Ethan was born, Max instantly took on the role of silent protector. But 3 weeks ago, something changed. Max wouldn't leave the baby's side, ever. At first, Emily thought it was adorable, until Max's behavior turned strange. Whenever she approached the crib, Max would step between them, blocking her with his body. He would cry, whine, and even try to drag the bassinet across the floor. Emily tried to stay patient, but with so little sleep, everything felt like a threat. One night, when Ethan finally fell asleep after 3 hours of crying, Max pressed himself tightly against the crib. Emily, trembling with exhaustion, snapped. "Max, move," she whispered harshly. Max didn't move. His sad cry only made her angrier. "Out," she said sharply, pulling at his collar. But Max resisted, planting his paws, muscles tense. It was the first time in 5 years she had ever felt afraid of him. That night, Emily made a painful decision. Tomorrow, Max would stay outside. She simply couldn't fight her own dog for access to her own baby. The next morning, winter sunlight filtered through frosted windows. Ethan was awake but peaceful, a miracle in itself. Emily walked toward the nursery, rehearsing how she would tell Michael about her decision. But when she opened the door, Max barked. Not playfully, not in warning, but with frantic, wild urgency. Ethan startled awake, crying again. Max jumped between Emily and the crib, this time wrapping his front paws tightly around the baby, pulling him close to his chest. "Max, stop! You'll hurt him." But Max wasn't hurting Ethan. He was shielding him. Emily froze. Max wasn't looking at her. He was staring at the wall. Emily followed his gaze. At first, she saw nothing. Just a plain wall and a power outlet half hidden behind the crib. But then she smelled it. Burning. She stepped closer. A thin, almost invisible line of smoke rose from the outlet plate. A black scorch mark was spreading outward. Her heart stopped. "Michael, oh my God," she whispered. Max hadn't been jealous. He hadn't been aggressive. He had been warning them. Emily grabbed Ethan from Max's hold, her hands shaking so violently she almost dropped him. Max didn't resist. He only watched her with wide, hopeful eyes. 911, what's your emergency? "There's a fire inside the wall of my baby's room." Dispatch ordered her outside immediately. Max pressed against her legs, guiding her toward the door. 6 minutes later, fire trucks filled the street. Flames were already smoldering inside the wall behind the crib. The firefighters ripped open the drywall, revealing blackened studs and melting wires. The fire chief approached them, expression grave. "You're lucky," he said. "If another hour had passed, your entire house would have been engulfed. Your son's crib was directly against the ignition point." Emily's knees buckled. Michael, who had rushed home in panic, caught her before she fell. "The dog," Emily whispered. "He knew. He kept trying to tell us." The fire chief nodded. "Dogs sense heat, smoke, and electrical discharge long before humans can. Your pit bull didn't just protect your baby. He saved his life." Emily collapsed to her knees beside Max, wrapping her arms around him. "I'm so sorry," she cried into his fur. "I thought you were the danger. I didn't understand." Max licked her cheek gently, the same dog she almost sent away, now the hero who saved her child. Michael knelt beside them. "He stays with Ethan forever," he said. "Not a request, a promise." Emily nodded, tears falling. "Always. Some heroes wear badges, others wear fur. Sometimes what we fear is actually what's protecting us, and sometimes love looks exactly like a dog who refuses to leave." If this story touched your heart, like and subscribe for more true emotional stories. And tell us in the comments, would you have trusted your dog in that moment? Yes or no?